Wait, I lied. Background. Sorry. Okay, so first we're going to find the body of the clavicle. So if you notice the clavicle popping out right here, actually you can see it better in the light this way. So the body of the clavicle, you can just, whatever you can grab, that's pretty much the body. Then you have the sternoclavicular joint. You can find the manubrium right in the middle. The sternoclavicular joint would be obviously the junction of those two. The acromioclavicular joint, if you follow the clavicle all the way down until it meets the flat portion of the acromion here, that'll be your AC joint. And you can kind of feel the gap right around here.
Or
What?
okay, no, never mind.
Do it by movement.
Do by what movement? This movement?
Yeah, you can feel the joint moving.
yeah.
Yeah, if okay.
If you flex the arm back and forth, you can feel the joint. Okay, the coracoid process, what you do to find that is you put the palm of your hand right on the acromion, right here, and you bring your middle finger towards the front. You have to press in deep for bulky guys like this, and it's right here. You'll feel a little bump.
Coracoid?
Coracoid
Okay.
process.
Yep.
Okay. And then, okay, so now I need you to flip around because I'm going to do scapula. So you flip. All right. So the scapula, first thing you can do is find the inferior angle. That's where I'm going to start anyway. And then if you go up that way, you'll find the medial border. You can find the smooth triangular space right around here, which goes to the spine, which you'll feel is like a bony protrusion here. Again, on the lateral, you'll feel the lateral border, but you have to have them relax the teres major and minor, otherwise there's going to be this big bulk here. So you can also do it with them laying prone, and you can feel the lateral border a lot better. And then you can have them laying supine to relax all the upper traps so that way you can get to the superior angle, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get through all of this. Yes? Makes sense, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Greater tuberosity of the humerus. I need you to flip around again. Okay. So for the greater tuberosity, again, you want your palm on the acromion, and you're going to have their arm in passive internal and external rotation while you try to find this. So palm on the acromion, you press down hard again because he's got a lot of bulk, and you do internal rotation. You should feel a little lip pass across your fingers. That would be the greater tuberosity. And then if you externally rotate, then you will find the lesser tuberosity.
This is the one with the index, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to
So
make
when
sure.
Sorry,
you're-
did I say middle? I meant
When you
No,
go,
I don't know, but I'm
Okay.
just
when you
trying
go
to-
for your coracoid process,
you go over the
You-
you
acromion.
same side hand. When you go for the greater tuberosity,
Opposite side hand.
index finger.
Index finger. All right.
I use all my fingers, so anyway. So yes.
You can feel it regardless when you do the
Yeah.
internal external
It's just
rotation.
an easy way, but you can use any finger, honestly.
And you could just do it internal external like that, right? You don't have to do.
This is the easier way because
Yeah.
it doesn't, you don't use supination or pronation when you're here.
Plus, I can
Okay.
hold it so that way they're doing
Yeah.
it passively.
You can
Okay.
control it a lot easier.
Yeah. So
Alright.
again, you just bring it into internal rotation. You should feel a lip cross. That would be your greater tuberosity, and then externally rotate to find your lesser tuberosity.
All right.
Okay.
And in between is your IT groove or
Just
bicycle.
a neutral when the arms are straight up.
Yep. Okay. So I need you to flip around yet again. This is wonderfully out of order. Okay. So now we're gonna palpate musculotendinous structures. So first we'll start with the traps. The traps go from here down in a triangle. We all know that. So if you find this bulk up here and you ask them to shrug their shoulders, you should feel it bunch, and you can see it bunch really nicely, like so. Go ahead and relax. To do middle traps, you go right in between the scapula and have them retract like so, and you should feel it bunch right underneath your fingertips. Okay, relax. For lower, again, you should know your anatomy, so you should know it's here. And if they flex the shoulder forward as far as they go, you can feel it tighten, obviously this side, right here. Go ahead and relax. For levator scap, you want to bias out upper traps, otherwise you're not going to be able to feel it because it's going to bunch. So to bias out upper traps, you bring the arm behind the back like so. You find the triangular space, and right above that should be levator scap. And if you ask him to shrug his shoulders again, you should feel a little bulge underneath there. Okay? Go to the left. Oops, I lied. For rhomboids, you keep the arm here so you still you can find the inferior angle, and the rhomboids go from the inferior angle along the medial border of the scapula. So again, if you put your fingertips here and ask them to lift their arm up, you should feel all this bulk up here. Okay, relax. For latissimus dorsi, you're again going to find the inferior angle of the scapula, and you go right underneath that, and you have them extend the shoulder against your hand, and you can feel it bulk up right here. Okay, and then you can do the same for teres major. Teres major, you find the inferior angle and go laterally, and have them resist your hand in extension, and you should feel it bulge right underneath, actually here, near the armpit. Okay? I'm going to go supraspinatus. Can you scoot back a little bit so that way your arm can hang? Or just do that? Okay. So for supraspinatus, we know that it's right above the spine of the scapula. So if you feel the bony spine, you can go right above that. And to bias it in, you have them internally rotate the arm and abduct anywhere from 0 to 30 degrees. So go ahead and abduct just a teeny bit. And it's really slight, so you should feel a little bit of a contraction though under here. Okay, good. For infraspinatus, again, you can find the spine and you should know that it would be right underneath here. So you bring the elbow into 90 and have them externally rotate and press against your wrist. Like this, you can feel it bulge right here. Okay? Actually, go ahead and resist so you can see. Beautiful bulge. Okay. And for
That bulge right there was infra? Above that?
this is infraspinatus.
Yeah.
Teres minor would be right in here, right around the armpit. So yeah, this bulge is infraspinatus. You can't really see it as well, but this contraction right here, sorry, teres minor. Okay. For deltoid is simple enough. To feel anterior deltoid, you have them flex the shoulder to 90, and you can see actually a wonderful bulge right here. That's a beautiful anterior deltoid. Thanks. Okay. For middle deltoid, you have them abduct all the way to 90, and again, you can see another bulge right around here. You can see the fibers. And for the last one, you can have them bend the elbow at 90 and go back like they're going to row a boat. And here's posterior fibers of the deltoid.
Okay. Or you
Okay.
could even just do the extension, right?
Or you can have them just do straight extension back.
All right.
And then you'll also see a nice bulge.
All right.
Okay. I forgot to find the tendons for supraspinatus and infraspinatus. So for supraspinatus, you do back,
Yep.
right?
Because you're looking for your superior facet.
Okay. So first, to have it in neutral, you have to find the acromion. So the acromion is right here. Then you bring the arm back, and if you drop just below where the acromion was, you should feel the superior facet of the greater tuberosity. And for them, it'll be a little bit tender, but you should be able to feel over it.
Okay.
Okay? For infraspinatus, and that is the insertion for the tendon of supraspinatus.
So superior facet. All right.
Yes. Infraspinatus inserts on the middle facet of the greater tuberosity. So to find that, you have them bring their arm over here, and you have to hold it so that way the muscles will stay relaxed.
Okay.
And again, I lost the acromion. You have it in neutral so that way you can find the acromion first, right here. Have them bring over their arm and hold it. And again, if you drop below and a little bit laterally, you should be able to feel the facet right around
Middle
there.
facet. Okay.
Middle facet for them. And it should be, again, a little bit tender because there's a tendon going right there. So, I had skipped those, but you should find those after palpating supraspinatus and infraspinatus.
Infraspinatus, right.
Okay?